We need these people to do work that many of us don't want to do.
Right now on Apple Valley News Now, live at 5, dozens take to the streets of downtown Yakima to protest the deportation of illegal immigrants. We are there. Plus, one organization is focusing heavily on gun responsibility. How this impacts your rights coming up. And we have new details.
It's what employers like Pasco need to understand is that it's time to stop making hollow promises.
This as we speak with the lawyer who won almost $2 million in a racial discrimination lawsuit of a former employee. And let's go outside, a live picture from our Skycam network. This is in Yakima. Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth standing by with a first look at your weekend First Alert forecast.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
Good to see you. Thank you for joining us on this Thursday. I'm Austin Reed. Wendy is off tonight. We are going to begin in Yakima this evening, where people today calling on their local representative to take action for a national issue. About 40 people from the Friends of Migrants group took to the streets of downtown Yakima to protest the deportation of illegal immigrants. The group marched from Lions Park to the building that houses Representative Dan Newhouse's office. Each of the protesters rode the elevator to the 10th floor to present Newhouse's staff with a symbolic bag of apples. At 2 points, the protesters broke into song, including outside Newhouse's office.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above.
One of the organizers says this was a nonpartisan effort and that they want Newhouse to work across the aisle. The organizer also says he has a response to those who support deportation.
I would say we're working against our own best interests, that we need these people to do work that many of us don't want to do, working in the fields, and we're building our wealth upon their backs, that we owe them something more than just kicking them out of our country. And the pathway to citizenship, giving them a legal pathway to be here, is the best answer.
Some of the protesters thanked Newhouse's staff members for listening, and the group dispersed after about an hour. Following up now, the Pasco School District has agreed to pay $1.9 million to settle a lawsuit from former Transportation Director Jose Hernandez. Hernandez says he endured years of racial harassment and retaliation while working in the district's transportation department. He claims he was called racial slurs, targeted by graffiti, and received threatening notes, all while district leadership failed to take action. When Hernandez reported the discrimination, he says he was demoted and falsely accused of misconduct. The district denies any wrongdoing, but confirmed the settlement as a way to avoid prolonged litigation. Hernandez officially retired earlier this year. We spoke with his lawyer about the case.
One of the goals of a lawsuit like this is to force change. I think in terms of what Pasco School District has to say, the amount of money that they are paying to settle this lawsuit is a signal that they understand the severity of the misconduct and the harm that Jose endured.
Coming up new at 6 tonight, we will hear directly from Hernandez and the school district about the lawsuit. Again, that's tonight on Apple Valley News Now, live at 6. Hey, if you have gotten a text message this week that appears to be from the Washington State Department of Transportation, it is likely a scam. Stephanie Randolph, the department's acting communications director, says people statewide have been receiving fraudulent texts since Monday. The messages urge people to pay money to avoid legal consequences and includes a link to a false website. Randolph also says these messages are fake. The department does not send texts asking for payments. She says people should disregard the messages, not click the links, and report them to their cell phone provider. She also tells us people can file a complaint with the FBI or the Federal Trade Commission. Stacey Lee is off this evening, but we are very happy to have Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth joining us, and he has a first look at our first alert weather forecast. Josh.
Well, we had very normal high temperatures for today. That's going to continue into Friday and Saturday, but the pivot's going to be on Sunday. That's going to lead us to some triple-digit heat possible for lower elevations on Monday and Tuesday. The forecast is going to stay dry, so that's going to take fire danger up a notch as we head into next week. For tonight, temperature is going to be in the 50s for lower elevations. Can't rule out a few showers, but that's a low-end chance, like a 10% chance. Be a great night to have the first alert weather app on hand so you can track some of those shower chances yourself. For tomorrow, it's going to be a sunny day. Temperatures getting into the 60s and 70s as soon as lunchtime, then 70s and 80s at the peak of daytime heating. We'll have similar temperatures for Saturday, but like I said, the pivot's going to be on Sunday, and then triple digits potentially for lower elevations as we head into Monday and Tuesday. I'll tell you the specifics of that heat wave coming up a little bit later in the show.
Josh, we'll see in just a bit. Thank you. Pendleton's biggest entertainment destination is about to get even bigger. Wild Horse Resort and Casino is undergoing a $100 million expansion. From the casino floor to the hotel lobby, Wild Horse Resort Casino is already a major draw in northeastern Oregon, but leaders say they're ready to raise the stakes. That new standard includes a 10-story hotel with more than 200 rooms, a new full-service restaurant, and a 15,000 square foot convention space, tripling the resort's current event capacity.
We wanted to become a family destination type resort, and so to achieve that, we also are building of course, the 10-story hotel with 214 rooms to help accommodate more families and more people. And some of the unique features of this hotel are going to be family friendly.
The expansion will also replace the former Courtyard Hotel, with construction expected to wrap up in 2027. Tribal leaders say it is a long-term investment in both tourism and the economic future of the Confederated Tribes of the Umatilla Indian Reservation. Now to school news. The Prosser School District just wrapped up some major upgrades to its athletic facilities, and it's all thanks to strong community support. In February of last year, voters in Prosser passed a capital levy that helped fund several improvements. The district installed 6 new pickleball courts and renovated 1 tennis court at the old Prosser High School. Just recently, the final touches were put on with 8 brand new tennis courts at the current high school campus. The upgrades now allow Prosser to host regionals and other large athletic competitions. Superintendent Kim Casey says the levy's success shows what happens when a community comes together.
Community came up. We've never run a capital levy before. We said we needed a great place for our students and our community to play and live, and we got it, and we need to say thank you. Surrounding communities need to know if you support each other, it works for all.
The same levy also funded security improvements at Housel Middle School, helping create a safer learning environment for students. And now to a story that's making a big difference in our community. Second Harvest held a mobile market today, donating food to local neighbors in need. Taking place at Life Church 7 in Richland, Second Harvest and volunteers from the church were there to provide food such as potatoes, bread, apples, onions, and frozen meat. A majority of the food was provided by local farmers and a nearby Walmart.
From Walmart Distribution Center in Grandview, they donated 3,200 frozen turkeys to us. So those will, like I said, be distributed through our agencies, those 250 agencies. Our mobile markets are fortunate enough to serve about close to about 300 families today.
Second Harvest works with 250 different food banks and agencies in 26 different counties of eastern Washington and even Idaho. Their next mobile market in the Tri-Cities will be held at the Richland Church of Christ. That's on July 1st from 11 in the morning until 1 in the afternoon. Apple Valley News Now, live at 5, is just getting started. Still ahead, one of the biggest sporting events in northeastern Oregon is coming up. We have a preview. Plus,
54% of the homicides from DV are from a firearm.
one organization is focusing heavily on gun responsibility. We're going to have the full details. And let's go outside. A live picture from our Skycam network. This once again in Yakima, overlooking the Yakima Valley. Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth is in for Stacy on this Thursday. He'll be back with your full first alert weather forecast. We're on your side, so stay with us.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time for a different kind of power. Plus, get incredible long-term value with the next generation of vehicles from the Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand. Right now, you can get a 2.49% APR on a 2025 Accord Hybrid.
The Coliseum in Rome had their gladiator games, but it can't compete with Legends Casino Hotel's Coliseum of Cash. During our Summer of Games Thursday drawings in June, we're giving away over $77,000 in cash, plus a new Kawasaki side-by-side. Just use your Legends rewards card to earn entries. Who needs Roman chariot races when you can leave them all in the dust in a Kawasaki side-by-side? All hail Legends Casino Hotel in June, and let this Summer of Games begin.
Ryan wants to get every new device that's smart. I'm wondering, how can the internet handle all of this?
We have Spectrum Internet. We use it for everything. Homework, remote work from home, doing research for trips.
Spectrum Internet allows us to do things faster and more conveniently.
I feel like that's a win-win for everybody.
Fast, reliable internet starting at $30 a month, backed by the Spectrum commitment to keep you connected.
Hear that? It's the sound of savings at your local Ford dealer. Get a sweet-sounding deal on F-150, Bronco, Bronco Sport, Explorer, Escape, and more. Hurry in today for the sound of savings, because a new Ford truck or SUV is calling your name. Just listen to this great offer. Employee pricing ends soon. Get up to $13,000 total savings, only at your local Ford dealer.
Should we push the timeline?
Will it hold?
Should we outsource? What do you think?
Do you engineer it to work? Or design it to move? Give them what they want.
It needs to be taller, faster.
Even cheaper.
Or take things to new places. You've got to build the right team. No, that's the one. Revise it, redo it, develop it. Keep pushing until it's right.
Introducing the business card that gives back all you put in. The new Chase Sapphire Reserve for Business.
Jay Dalia, Jessica Jalal, and Josh Colbreth. Good morning, Northwest from Apple Valley News Now.
You're watching Apple Valley News Now live at 5. Welcome back, everybody. With Washington's primary elections less than 2 months away now, one organization is focusing heavily on gun responsibility. The Alliance for Gun Responsibility is a nonpartisan Washington-based organization founded in 2013 after the Sandy Hook tragedy. The group works with lawmakers across the state to prevent gun violence, launching campaigns for background checks and extremist protection orders. Now, the Alliance is preparing to release a list of 94 endorsements, offering everything from school board races to countywide elections, sheriff and city council contests. The Alliance's chief of staff says electing leaders who take gun violence seriously is a top priority.
These fatalities that we see are coming from DV situations, domestic violence situations. 54% of the homicides from DV are from a firearm. These disproportionately so in rural communities throughout Washington.
Now, the Alliance plans to release its first endorsement list next week. Governor Bob Ferguson making his way into Kennewick today at the Regency Canyon Lakes Rehabilitation and Nursing Center, all for a press conference, and he got straight to business. He spoke with the local people who arrived who would be affected by potential Medicaid cuts. Joining him in this press conference were local healthcare providers and family members who depend on Medicaid. Governor Ferguson says these are some of the estimated cuts to Medicaid so far.
From the House budget would mean a $2 billion cut over 4 years. The Senate version is even worse and is approximately $3 billion over 4 years. So these cuts are profound. I mean, there's not another word I can really think of in terms of the magnitude of what these cuts would mean.
The governor says a final budget has not yet been adopted, so it's really hard to know the full scope until that final vote happens, which is yet to be determined. Attorney General Nick Brown is applauding a court order against the Trump administration after their attempt to block funding for electric vehicle chargers. On January 20th, the Trump administration paused funding that included nearly $1 billion appropriated by Congress for electric vehicle charging infrastructure. U.S. District Court Judge Tana Lin has ruled that the Trump administration must reinstate the state's electric vehicle infrastructure deployment plans to their prior lawful status and cease withholding the authorized funding for the national electric vehicle infrastructure. The judge stayed the order for 7 days, and it will go into effect on July 2nd if an appeal is not filed. Talk local sports now. The countdown is on to one of the biggest sporting events in northeastern Oregon this summer. For the 4th year in a row now, Wild Horse Resort and Casino is hosting a major stop on the Epson Tour, the official qualifying tour of the LPGA. The casino is once again rolling out the green carpet for the tour, hosting 140 of the world's top rising stars in women's golf. Last year's tournament made headlines when a golfer from Thailand shattered records and later secured her LPGA card. 13 others from this event did the same, with rising stars from around the globe chasing their shot at the LPGA.
It really showcases all we're doing out here at Wild Horse. This golf course attracts people from all over this region, and this tournament attracts some of the finest women golfers all across the world. So it just shows you the stage we're on out here at Wild Horse.
The 3-day tournament runs August 15th through the 17th, with tickets just $12. Free for kids under 15 as well. Volunteers, sponsors, and golf fans alike are all teeing up to make this year the biggest yet. Staying in the Beaver State, the Oregon Zoo is welcoming an eel-like species from Willamette Falls, which is the first time this particular population will be in human care. Jen Osborne Elliott oversees the zoo's northwest area and says the 25 Pacific lamprey that arrived are part of a larger effort trying to restore this population. They will stay at the zoo this winter, but once they're ready to spawn, they will be transported above the Detroit Dam on the North Santiam River. The Pacific lamprey is a longfish that has no jaw or scales. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, along with the Oregon and Washington State Fish and Wildlife agencies, say they are a species of concern.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Well, we got some big time heat that's slated for the beginning of next week. We'll get to that here in a minute. But first, I wanted to talk about some of the wind gusts for the rest of tonight. Yeah, it could be a little bit windy, specifically in the Kittitas Valley. Some of those peak gusts around 35 miles per hour. For the rest of us, it will be breezy. After 11 p.m., winds are going to be a little bit calmer, but they'll come back for tomorrow. For tonight, partly cloudy skies. Can't rule out some showers for lower elevations in the Cascades, but I'm thinking that's going to be like a 10% chance. It's not even really showing up on Futurecasts, so it'd be a great evening to download the First Alert Weather app. You can get it for free on the App Store or on Google Play. You can track some of those shower chances yourself. For tonight, low is going to be down into the 50s for lower elevations, 40s in the Cascades and 40s in the Blues. Then for tomorrow, maybe a few leftover showers in the Cascades. For the rest of us, we're going to be dry with mostly sunny skies, and high temperatures will continue to be normal for this time of the year. 70s and 80s for lower elevations, 50s up in the Cascades, and 60s and 70s in the Blues. Vegetation not going to look the driest it's been all summer, but still in that elevated level of dryness for the Kittitas Valley, the Yakima Valley, Lower Columbia Basin, and for the Blue Foothills. So keep that in mind when I show you this. Again, winds coming back for tomorrow, so fires could start or spread quickly, especially after 2 p.m. That's when we're going to see the strongest wind gusts. So the day could start off breezy or windy, but the strongest gusts going to be reserved for after 2 p.m. And once again, the windiest conditions are going to be in the Kittitas Valley, but a shout out to the Morrow County foothills, and across the map, it's going to be breezy. So like I've been saying all show, High temperature is going to stay normal through Saturday, the pivot for Sunday, and then around triple digits in the Tri-Cities for Monday and Tuesday. That's about 15 degrees warmer than normal for this time of the year. We could be a little bit closer to 105 in some portions of the basin, but I think for the valleys and for the foothills of both Morrow County, Umatilla and Walla Walla counties, those areas could easily be around 100 degrees for both Monday and Tuesday. Definitely stay tuned for that. We might have a first alert weather day coming down the pike. And remember, I showed you vegetation dryness already at an elevated level for lower elevations. You add in that heat and you add in the fact that we're not really going to have any substantial rain chances over the next 7 days. So I'm thinking that vegetation dryness for next week could get bumped up a notch, either to critical or significant. And then you factor in the fact that maybe some people are going to be shooting off fireworks. So that is really going to take fire danger up a notch. We need everyone to be on their P's and Q's, not only when it comes to heat safety, but also when it comes to fire safety. Here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Mid-80s for Friday and Saturday, mid-90s on Sunday, then near 100 for Monday and Tuesday. In Yakima, trending hotter into the weekend, but especially hot for the beginning of next week. In Ellensburg, windy over the next couple of days, but the winds pose a much greater threat for fire starts next week, especially with the prospect of unprofessionals shooting off fireworks. Unprofessionals, that's the key word. In Hermiston, seasonal over the next couple of days, transitional heat on Sunday, and then the peak of the heat wave on Monday and Tuesday. Finally, for Walla Walla, low 80s Friday and Saturday, low 90s on Sunday, then around the 100-degree mark to start the new work week.
Josh Colbreth, thank you for that. Still ahead on Apple Valley News Now live at 5. We are turning tonight's spotlight onto some mathematicians in Walla Walla. We'll tell you who else is recognizing their hard work when we come back.
The 3-Degree Guarantee, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
Most people who have lived through an opioid overdose have something in common. They didn't do it alone. Someone was there when they OD'd. Someone had naloxone. Someone called for help. So, if you use opioids like fentanyl, know who your someone is. Use with them when you can. Have naloxone with you. And make sure your someone is ready to help you if you need it. Just like you would for them.
Experience the spirit, strength, and tradition of Native American culture at the 29th Annual Powwow at Wild Horse Resort and Casino. Join us for a vibrant celebration featuring traditional drumming, dancing, authentic cuisine, artisan vendors, and more. Featuring host drum, Tha Cree. Feel the rhythm as drum and dance contestants go head-to-head for more than $140,000 in cash and prizes. This powerful cultural gathering is free and open to the public. Happening July 4th through 6th. Wild Horse Resort and Casino, celebrating 3 decades of fun.
Lights, music, magic. At Giza Powerhouse Theater in Walla Walla, the stage comes alive with electrifying concerts, Broadway-style productions, side-splitting comedy, and unforgettable performances. This isn't just a theater. It's a destination for world-class entertainment in Eastern Washington. From the moment the curtain rises, you'll be swept into the extraordinary. Don't miss your chance to experience it all. Get your tickets now online. Giza Powerhouse Theater, where every show is a showstopper.
Got a birthday coming up, celebrating a big win, or just want to gather the crew for a pizza and a good time? For decades, Hubby's Pizza has been the go-to spot for family, friends, and fun. Reserve your table and bring the whole gang. Kids, family, teammates, whoever loves great pizza and good vibes. Dig into your favorite pizza, hit up the fresh salad bar, and let the kids have a blast in the arcade. And if the party's at your place, no problem. Hubby's now delivers through Grubhub and DoorDash. A community tradition, a place to celebrate. Acquire the Hubby's habit today.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino, your premier gaming destination. Experience the thrill of a Vegas-style casino featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and unlock exclusive rewards every time you play. Challenge your skills at our 16-lane bowling alley. Unwind with a drink at our cozy bar, or enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Last Frontier. The ultimate entertainment experience has something for everyone. Nob Hill Casino, where locals come to win.
The Good Feet store just really helped me out. I mean, they gave me the right arch support for my feet, not somebody else's feet. Then it was like, okay, this is something special.
See for yourself with the free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Welcome back. Weeknights at 5, I bring you the spotlight. And tonight we're going to head to Walla Walla, where the Walla Walla School Board is honoring the Sharpstein Elementary Math Club after their state performance. At the Math is Cool competition held in May, the fourth graders that you see on your screen placed second overall and placed first regionally. The club was started by paraeducator Haley Coleman and is comprised of 2 teams, one for fourth graders and one for fifth graders. The fifth graders placed fourth regionally at state. All right, if you have an idea for the spotlight, maybe you want to nominate someone, I would love to hear from you. Just send me an email, there it is on your screen, areed, A-R-E-E-D, at applevalleyNewsNow.com, and I will do my best to get it on for you. Another spotlight real quick, our Dan Hansen. It's his birthday today, so from all of us at Apple Valley News Now, Dan, happy birthday. Final word after this.
Register today. Last chance. 165 team registration ends midnight Monday, June 30th.
It's the Click It RV Union Gap Star Spangled RV Sales Event. Now until July 6th. Shop new and used RVs from Grand Design, Rockwood, and more. There's 0 down and no payments for 6 months. And the highest paid for your trade-in. It's time for your independence as you hit the road in your RV, camper, trailer, or fifth wheel. And get low American pricing before the tariffs hit. Nobody beats a Click It RV deal. We guarantee it. So get here for the Click It RV Star Spangled Sales Event going on now through July 6th.
For 25 years, you've made Triple Play more than just a place to play. You've turned it into a place where memories are made. We want to thank our amazing guests and community. From birthday parties to company outings and spontaneous weekend adventures, your memories are what make Triple Play special. Here's to 25 years of fun and many more to come. Thank you for being part of our story.
From sparklers to sparkling appliances, find explosive deals at Fred's this 4th of July. Come check out what's in stock and on sale. Score big on all GE appliances from your favorite brands like GE Cafe and GE Profile. This Independence Day, Fred's is offering exclusive deals on all GE fridges, ranges, dishwashers, and so much more. Plus, save up to $500 with an additional Fred's Buy More, Save More exclusive rebate. Fred's Appliance is your family-owned local appliance expert since 1962.
At US Cellular, we created an event to celebrate our customers, like Luana here, called Us Days.
Yeah, they give us special rewards and exclusive deals in everything. It almost feels like we're part of a cool club together.
Sure does.
Slide, connect. Woo, woo, woo. Hug, shake.
Us Days just got bigger. All customers get a free phone with no trade-in.
There's a reason Chevy is called the heartbeat of America. A heartbeat strong, steady, unwavering, like the people who keep this country moving. For them, only America's most dependable truck will do. In every Chevy truck, like every Chevy driver, dependability comes standard.
Get the freedom to save and $5,350 total value on this Silverado. Plus, trade in an eligible vehicle and get $3,250 total cash allowance when you finance with GM Financial.
See your community Chevy dealers.
A really fun golf course.
All the holes are pretty challenging.
Surrounded by Oregon farms.
The course is lined by old-growth trees.
Fly the Northwest over the golf course at Birch Creek.
And then, of course, you have the creek.
Apple Valley News Now at 6, Tuesday.
Next ET, a Maroon 5 exclusive. Their new music video with a surprise cameo. And Surf's Up. Bahamas Week continues with 911's Ryan Guzman. Next ET.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
If you're just tuning in, let's get a final look at your forecast. Here's Josh Colbreth.
Well, for tonight, we can't rule out a few showers for lower elevations. That's going to be a very, very, very low wind chance. Overnight lows down into the 50s. And then for tomorrow, a very pleasant day. Normal high temperatures for this time of the year, 70s and 80s. Lots of sunshine. But as we head into the weekend, Saturday is going to be another normal day in terms of high temperatures. But the pivot for Sunday, the maybe triple-digit heat for Monday and Tuesday. Near 100 for the valleys and foothills, maybe near 105 in the basin.
All right, Josh, thank you. Hey, your reason to smile tonight brought to you by Lifetime Dental Care. This picture coming from our good friend Dee. A bike ride sunrise. Make sure you submit your photo. Use that QR code on your screen. That's going to do it for your news at 5. Thank you for watching, everybody. I'm Austin Reed, hoping your news is good news. We're back at 6, but World News Tonight with David Muir coming at you next.